One of these days I'm going to learn how to get everything together at one time. We welcome you this morning on behalf of the congregations of the Faithful United Methodist Church and the Methodist Chapel United Methodist Church. Gina Dixon, uh, Janet Secretary, Barbara Milton, and I, Phil Milton, thank you for welcoming us into your homes. We invite you to join us in worshiping this Palm Sunday. Dale Cowell, our song leader, would have been here, but his doctor has confined him to his home, saying that it's too dangerous for him to be out and about. We regret that, and we regret we won't have any singing for you this morning. We do have some announcements about church members that we need to share with you. Regrettably, said last Sunday, shortly after the service, Percy Brown, Jennifer Dayble's stepfather, passed away. Then on Thursday of this week, Babylon Mills passed away. Her son Tiger, fortunately, is now off of oxygen and hopefully will be able to be out of the hospital tomorrow. However, his sister, who lives in New Orleans, is on life support. So we ask your prayers for all of these, for Tanika, who is Babylon's daughter-in-law, Tiger's wife, who is a nurse at a hospital, Our Lady of Lake, I believe, who is going in and out of the hospital there. We ask that you would keep her and your prayers as well. As far as services for these people, Mercy Brown, there will be a memorial service when we're all able to get back and be together. For Babylon, there will be a private family graveside service one day this week, possibly something later on. In the same vein, I regret to share with you that we will not be able to have the drive-in Easter Sunday morning service. Due to the tremendous increase in the number of persons in our area tested positive for COVID-19 virus, and for our deep concern for each of you is advisable that we not get together. So we will observe Holy Communion virtually. You can pick up a copy of the communion ritual, and as many sealed communion packets as you need and take them home with you and then be able to use them during the service each Sunday morning. We hope you will all take advantage of doing this. So Nether's Chapel, you can pick it up. Call Janet Singletary, and she'll let you know what days this week she'll be here at the church. As for the faithful members, you can pick it up between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Saturday. Please do so that you're able to fully involve yourself in communion service. The 17th chapter of the Gospel of John is known as Jesus' prayer, or the high priestly prayer. The prayer he prayed with his disciples at the Last Supper. I'll be sharing a portion of that prayer each day this week. On Facebook, it'll be under Nether's Chapel, United Methodist Church, or rather Nether's Chapel, UMC. And on YouTube, it is under Coffee Talk with Milton. I invite you to join me throughout the week. Would you join me at this time? Almighty God, we rejoice to be able to call you Almighty, because we definitely need something greater than ourselves to bring us through these long days and lonesome nights. We're not used to being alone, especially alone with our own thoughts. We've been able to crowd them out, distractions, and activities, our every thought, and that you are a forgiving God. We give thanks for those who have no time to feed, only to care for us. We lift up those who have lost their lives, seeking to save others. Give them honor and glory at your heavenly banquet. We pray for all who have died and, sadly to say, will die during these days. Receive them all into your loving care, that they may dwell in your house forevermore. And draw those of us who remain ever closer in love. Give us the trust in you that we need to lift our palms, you on with us, even to the end of time. Amen. Jeter is now going to share with us all, children and adults, the story of Palm Sunday and the days following, leading up to Jesus' Last Supper with his disciples.
Thank you, Pastor Stellar. And of course, we want to give our condolences to the families of Jennifer and Miss Fabiola. Well, good morning. Normally I do the children's message, but today I'm going to share the activities of Holy Week leading up to Easter. In the church, this day is known as Palm Sunday, the beginning of Holy Week. We start with Jesus heading towards Jerusalem and the crowds welcoming him with joyful shouts and cheers. The people were waving branches of palm as Jesus triumphantly entered Jerusalem. The people used palm branches because they were considered a symbol of victory and triumph, commonly used for a ruler or a politician. And in the ancient Mediterranean world, they symbolized eternal life. A reading from Matthew 21. As they approached Jerusalem, Jesus sent two disciples, saying to them, "Go to the village ahead of you, and at once you will find a donkey tied there, with her colt by her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, say that the Lord needs them, and he will send them right away." This took place to fulfill what was spoken through the prophet. "Say to daughter Zion, see, your king comes to you gentle and riding on a donkey and on a colt, the foal of the donkey." The disciples went and did as Jesus had instructed them. They brought the donkey and the colt and placed their cloaks on them for Jesus to sit on. As he went, spread their cloaks on the road, while others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. The crowds that went ahead of him and those that followed shouted, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna in the highest!" When Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred and asked, "Who is this?" The crowds answered, "This is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth." Over the next few days, Jesus continued to teach his disciples much. He condemned the activities at the temple. He warned against the hypocrisy of the Pharisees, and he shared news regarding his death and return with his disciples. From Luke 19, Jesus at the temple. Jesus entered the temple courts and drove out all who were buying and selling there. He overturned the tables of the money changers and the benches of those selling doves. "It is written," he said to them, "My house will be called a house of prayer, but you are making it a den of robbers." The chief priests and legal experts heard all this and wanted to find a way to destroy him. They regarded him as dangerous because the crowds were accepting and excited at his teaching. From Matthew 23. Then Jesus said to the crowds and to his disciples, "The teachers of the law and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. So you must be careful to do everything they tell you to. But you do not do what they do, for they do not practice what they preach. Everything they do is done for people to see. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You have neglected the more important matters of the law: justice, mercy, and faithfulness. They are full of greed and self-indulgence. They are fools. You are like whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside are full of the bones of the dead and everything unclean. In the same way, on the outside, you appear to people as righteous, but on the inside, you are full of hypocrisy and wickedness. You snakes, you brood of vipers, how will you escape being condemned to hell?" And Jesus continued to speak out against their wickedness. Yet at the same time, many, even among their leaders, believed in him. But because of the Pharisees, they would not openly acknowledge their faith, for fear they would be put out of the synagogue. From John 12. Then Jesus cried out, "Whoever believes in me does not believe in me only, but in the one who sent me. I have come into the world as a light, so that no one who believes in me should stay in darkness. If anyone hears my words but does not keep them, I do not judge that person, for I did not come to judge the world, but to save the world. For I did not speak on my own, but the Father who sent me commanded me to say all that I have spoken. I know that his commands lead to eternal life. Jesus predicts his death, but promises the Holy Spirit. And Jesus told them, you're going to have the light just a little while longer. Walk while you have the light, before darkness overtakes you. Whoever walks in the dark does not know where they are going. Believe in the light while you have the light, so that you can become children of the light. John 14, and I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to help you and be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. Before long, the world will not see me anymore, but you will see me because I live, you also will live. On that day, you will realize that I am in my Father, and you are in me, and I am in you. Jesus replied, anyone who loves me will obey my teaching. My Father will love them, and we will come to them and make our home with them. Anyone who does not love me will not obey my teaching. The words you hear belong to the Father who sent me. All this I have spoken while still with you. But the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you all things and will remind you of everything I have said to you. Peace I leave you, and my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Don't be troubled or afraid. You've heard me tell you, I'm going away and returning to you. If you loved me, you would be happy that I am going to the Father, because the Father is greater than me. And I have told you before it happens, so that when it happens, you will believe. The preparations were all made for the Passover meal. And after dinner, Jesus announced that this will be his last Passover before his suffering that he had earlier warned them of. He shared with them communion, taking the cup of wine, symbolic of his blood, and the bread, symbolic of his body, and instructed his disciples to take, to give thanks, and to do this in remembrance of him. Jesus then announced the betrayal that one amongst them would soon perform, and this was saddening and confusing for the Greeks, as no one could imagine themselves turning from Jesus. After the exit of Judas Iscariot from the dinner, John 13 says Jesus washed the feet of his disciples in an act of servanthood. Jesus explained that the Son of Man did not come into the world to be served, but to be a servant, and that we are to do the same, serve one another.
Thank you, Judy. Holy Week is kind of like the parable of the prodigal son. We love the first part of the parable, which is when the father accepted the son home, put a new robe on him, rings on his fingers, shoes on his feet, and putting on a party for him. But we don't like to go on to the end of the story. We don't like to hear him compared to the eldest son. Well, with this story, we don't like, or rather we do like, the first part of the story. The triumphant entry into Jerusalem with children waving palm branches and all singing hallelujah. With Jesus healing the sick and doing wondrous things during the week. And then gathering with his disciples with those beautiful words from John 14 and with the washing of the feet. But then we want to skip to Easter Sunday morning with the glorious story of the resurrection. However, how can we grasp what was so amazing, what was so exciting, what was so astonishing about Easter Sunday if we don't recognize the depths into which the story drops on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday? On that Thursday evening, which Gina has read for us, Jesus gathered his disciples together. At that meal, he showed them his love by washing each of their feet. That's not a custom that we observe today, though it was very much a part of their life. And in a recent Bible study, we were trying to say, how can we get across the significance of Jesus washing the feet of the disciples? And someone in the group finally came up with, you remember the toilet paper commercial where the bears are all standing around and everybody's saying, I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not going to pick it up. Jesus would have picked it up, whether it was clean or filthy. He talked to them of the events to come. He prayed with them and included us in his prayer. Most of which I'm going to be sharing with you each day this week, as I mentioned, on Facebook and on YouTube. But Jesus shared with them the bread and the wine of the new covenant, which has come to represent Jesus' presence with us. These were precious moments that Jesus spent with his closest friends. After which, Judas, one of those closest friends, entered into a plot to betray Jesus unto death. Others walked with him in the Garden of Gethsemane, where the thieves to come weighed heavily upon his soul. The soldiers arrested him. Mock trials were held. The people who had cried, Hallelujah, were now crying, Crucify him, crucify him. Wait a minute. Say that again. You heard it right. The same people who had cried, Hallelujah, were now crying, Crucify him. How was such a turn possible? I learned how anew this year. I was so determined that we were going to have a drive-in Easter service at both churches, that I involved some of you in using your skills. We searched the world over for the right kind of transmitter that you could hear it in your car. We had people who were ready to build a mobile stand that we could move from church to church and have a service. Dina and Jean working on music and activities for the children, and lots of others of you. or taking part one way or the other. I pulled you into my design. We all do it at some time or another. We create our own image of what God should be doing in our lives. I thought He ought to be allowing us to have that service. You know, how exciting it would be to have a drive-in worship service outdoors on Easter Sunday, something to tell our grandchildren. We really should have been spending more time looking at each other. When we don't get our way, we turn against God. When He's not doing what we want. Determined He's going to do it regardless. Determined He's going to be the God we created in our minds, in our imagination. I know God is all. Jesus was about so much more. He was identifying with us as He suffered the same pain and agony, physical, mental, and spiritual, with which you and I suffer. When He cried out on the cross, I thirst. He identified with our body pain. We hear Him responding to our hopelessness and identifying with it as He tells the thief on the cross, today you shall be with me. Jesus identified with those knowing they're dying, leaving helpless ones behind, as He cried for someone to care for His mother. He identified with that which we can acknowledge in ourselves as He prayed, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. On the cross, He identified with those in deepest depression as He cries out from the depths of hell, Father, why have you forsaken me? We hear echoing in our ears Jesus' earlier plea. Oh, my people, my people. So often I try to gather you under my wings as a mother hen gathers her chicks. But you will not. It is as if He said, what more can I do than I've done? He identifies with us, even in our sense of failure. When we've done all we can do and there is nothing more that we can do, Father, forgive it all. All the heartache, brokenness, betrayal, violence, rejection, disbelief, all concentrated into one in died. A few friends and some soldiers buried him in a stranger's grave. They rolled a giant stone over the opening and left. The world was covered with darkness. And all had been silent. I invite you to join us next Sunday morning, Easter Sunday, for what Paul Harvey would call the rest of the story. So then, I encourage you to read the 17th chapter of John and contemplate what life would be if this was the end of the story. What would your life be if this was the end of the story? What would your life be if no one has shared the rest of the story with you? And if no one has shared the rest of the story with you, then with all my heart, I ask you to join us next Sunday morning. We might